My name is Randy Gardner, R-A-N-D-Y-G-A-R-D-N-E-R.
And Randy, why are you here today?
I'm here to protest the firing squad execution of Brad Sigmon. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. My little brother was the last person in the United States executed by firing squad, which was almost 15 years ago. I kind of got to the point I never thought there was going to be another one that I'd have to go to and do this. But yeah, I think it's very vicious and cruel and unusual punishment, and I don't think you should be executing anybody in any way. His name was Ronnie Gardner. He was executed on June 18, 2010. Well, he was on death row for 25 years, so we got to the point where we didn't think it was ever going to happen. And it all come around in about 2 months, two-month period, that they signed an execution warrant and they're there. I was going to witness it all the time for 25 years, and my brother at the end, he knew how vicious it would be and what it would do to me, so he refused to let me go to the execution. Probably a good thing. I did get autopsy photos. It took me 6 years even to want to have them to see what it looks like. So I did get autopsy photos of it, and it's very horrific. You know, I don't know why anyone would do this to anybody. You know.
What do you think about South Carolina now instituting the firing squad?
I think they're trying to cover up the lethal injection process. They're trying to, no matter what they do. I mean, they got the electric chair here. My God, that's the fallback method, right? So I just think it guarantees for them another way to make sure that they get that justice that people don't know. They don't get it anyway, you know. They promise you're going to get justice, you're going to get justice. Nobody gets justice at the end of this cycle, you know. It's just a terrible thing. So when it happened to me and my family, I had no one to speak to, so I Googled anti-death penalty abolition, somebody in the industry. I had an organization call me, Mr. Bill Pelkey from Journey of Hope from Violence to Healing. He called me up immediately. 2 weeks later, I was in Texas at a fundraiser, and I got hooked up with 4 people that were exonerated from death row. I never believed it. I thought, what the heck is this? Crazy to me, but anyway, got hooked up with these guys. They were actually officially exonerated, and I've been doing this ever since. So I go all over the United States, and I've been to Uganda, Rwanda.
And what drives you? Why are you doing it?
I don't want people to feel what my family felt is the main driving force. I don't think it's right to, why do we kill someone who kills someone to show that killing is wrong? I don't get it. My daughter, when she was 6 years old, she read it on my shirt that I had. She goes, Dad, why do we? I don't get it, you know? And that's how simple it is for me. So I mainly just don't want people to go what I've had to go through for the amount of time that I've had to go through. I call it collateral damage. Some people were victim family members. You know what? I don't come from this from a religious standpoint. I do come from it as a spiritual standpoint, and I do believe that they can get redemption. In Utah, when my brother chose this method, we have the Mormon Church, the LDS Church in Utah. Back then, they sided with the execution, blood atonement. My brother, when he chose this method again, he chose it because he had taken somebody's life by shooting him, so he thought he deserved that in the end. But you know, he didn't know what I know about the death penalty now, or he would have been against it, the whole thing. He kind of believed in it for a lot of the years he was in prison. If your government master wants to see what these pictures look like, I'd be more than willing to show him. It's the autopsy photos of my brother, and it's a gory sight. And this is even going to be worse, because it's at a closer range and a bigger caliber of bullet. So instead of having 3 holes in him, he's probably going to have big holes blown at him. It's very barbaric, and I just don't see why anybody would want to do it.